Hello, everybody. I'm sorry. Me personally, I don't know how I forgot to do a reaction video. Uh, with last night's game against with Oregon and Ohio State, and right now I'm watching Ole Miss and Duke. Just for the f of it. Uh, right now Ole Miss has the ball. It's like 7-0 already. First, it's like still the first quarter with 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. It's third down. Now it's like third and four for Ole Miss, and I'm not really gonna react to that. It's a meaningless ball game. Um, yeah. I just got done watching Georgia and Notre Dame, and man, Notre Dame Georgia couldn't do anything offensively. It was bad. Um, Georgia's back. Look, I will say this: Georgia's backup quarterback was not terrible, but Georgia cannot get their running game going. They only had like 69, I believe. It was like over 60 rushing yards only. That was it wow. And and now I'm about to react to Ohio State and Oregon. And can I just be the first one to say, just whoa? Uh, Who saw that coming? I never thought I'd see the day we'd be up 34-0 against the number one team in the nation, or excuse me, number one all. I mean, look, we all know this. Oregon has been struggling on defense the whole year. They like, especially in the secondary. The defensive line is pretty good. Linebackers need some work. Secondary really needs to get better. I mean, they're bringing in new recruits in the 2025 class, so that's good for them. Let's see. Let's hope they develop them. And yeah, Oregon. Hopefully they'll be better in the secondary defensively overall in the next year or so. And I wow, that what did I just watch? It was just a whole massacre. Literally, I don't know which is worse. I don't know which is worse: the New Orleans terrorist attack or Oregon and Ohio State. That should have been illegal. It really should have. Man, we were on defense. Don't even get me started. Defensive line getting sacks, patting the ball down, getting pressure, unbelievable pressure. Jack Sawyer, he's just he looked like a monster. JT Tuimoloau looking like a monster that he should have all of his career. They're really peaking at the right moment is what I'm trying to say. And a secondary, I mean, they did pretty decent. I mean, of course, they gave up some explosive plays. I mean, it happens. It's football. You're gonna give up some explosive plays as long as it's not too much. Then okay, I'm okay with it. Linebackers just hitting hard. Lathan Ransom, the safety, number 8, like he's just a bullet. He's just knocking dudes down left and right. I saw that one hit he had with Jordan James, and it was just wow. You can hear that hit a mile away. I think he knocked Jordan James out the game. I think, and I mean, I don't wish for players or any opponent to get hurt. I mean, hope Jordan James is okay, and I think Evan Stewart, I believe, got hurt, or yeah, Evan Stewart, I believe, got hurt sadly, but yeah, I mean, it's football. I mean, hopefully they're okay. Um, yeah, Will Howard just wow. I've that was probably his best game. 400 yards of total offense in the whole game. Could have been 500. And the O line just blocking their butts off. Travion Henderson with a 66 yard touchdown. Like it was just it were just going up down up down up down the field on these guys. And wow, I don't think that bye week helped Oregon at all. I mean, of course, Ohio State is let me start by saying this. One half of me, I'm happy. The other half of me, I'm kind of pissed at Ohio State and Ryan Day. I'm happy that we knocked the door off of Oregon and Tennessee, but I'm a little bit upset. Can somebody tell me? Can I ask one thing? Where was this a month ago? When you guys were playing the guys in the yellow and blue or maize and blue, wherever they call yellow, maize and blue, who cares? Where was that at? We were throwing the ball down the field. I mean, you did. Let me try. Let me try. Wait. Yeah, just let me try to forget about it. I guess. I mean, I'm still holding on to it. Sadly, 4 times in a row. I'm gonna try and move on. I'm still kind of pissed about it. I'm still questionable about Ryan Day, no matter what anybody says. I mean, we got man. I mean, it kind of proves that he doesn't really take the rivalry all that serious. I mean, you could beat the crap out of Oregon and Tennessee and Penn State and all these other teams, but there's this one team you cannot beat. This one team. You know, that is the guys in the yellow and blue. But hey, I'm gonna try to relax and try to get over. I'm gonna try. Lord, let's see what next year brings. I mean, they're gonna be better next year. That you guys in yellow and blue. I mean, but anyway, back to the game. Jeremiah Smith again. He's a freak. I mean, there's not really much to say. It's just Ohio State just dominated. On defense, they got Gabriel uncomfortable. He was just running for his life. He was taking sacks left and right. He didn't know when to let go of the ball. One player I was kind of impressed with on Oregon side was Trayshawn Holden, number 1, the receiver. I may not like him as a person. I don't like you just spitting on people, really. Yeah, good thing you lost to the team that you spat on. Yeah. That's not really smart spitting on somebody. I don't care who you're rooting for, but spitting on an opponent, that's disgusting. And I'm glad. I was kind of happy. I was kind of smiling when he was like on the sideline, just throwing his helmet on the ground when they were down like 31. Good. Over here spitting on somebody. So yeah, so I'm kind of glad Oregon. I mean, I like Dan Lanning as a head coach. I mean, I think he's a great program builder. I think he's like a great competitor. I like his attitude a little bit, but I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of him. I'm just not. You may call me petty. You may call me, I just I just don't like Oregon. I'm sorry. I just don't. I'm kind of glad we did that to him in that fashion. I think a lot of other fan bases can agree. Yeah, and overall great win. Rose Bowl champs. We're on to Texas now. This is going to be another test. This is going to be a very big test because Texas has probably the best defense in the country next to us. So let's see what we can do against them. Of course, they were struggling with Arizona State, but I'll get to that later. So, stay tuned. I mean, there's not really much to discuss. I mean, we just dominated both sides of the ball. It was just like if we didn't take our foot off the gas, we'd probably just score 50 on these guys. It was that bad. But anyway, Oregon. I mean, I may not like the program all like that, but they really don't have to be ashamed of anything. I mean, they had a great season. I'll give credit when credit is due. Y'all won the Big Ten in your first year. I mean, I didn't want you to. No, I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of rooting for Penn State a little bit because I don't want these like Pac-12 teams to come in here thinking they run the Big Ten. I just didn't want that. But again, yeah, Oregon fans, you have nothing to be ashamed about. I mean, you're probably gonna have hopefully y'all have a better defense next year or the year after that, because y'all bring in new recruits defensively. Like you have the number one corner in your recruiting class in 2025, and like you have other defensive players coming in now. Let me say this: if Oregon had a better defensive coordinator, I believe they probably would have been like way better than this. Because that was their weakness all year was defense, 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 and like getting off the field on third downs. I mean, they can stop the run a little bit, but it was kind of. I mean, they're not going to stop the run every play. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. Like, no defense is perfect. So yeah, great season for Oregon. I'm glad. I'm kind of glad you lost, but hey, I mean, it's still a great season. Hope to see you guys next year. Probably in the playoffs. Probably not. I don't know what we're going. Well, I don't know what Ohio State's going to look like next year. Let's wait and see. But anyway, I'm out. Love, peace, go Bucks.